Basi asante sana Deputy Governor. Tukiwa katika hiyo hali, naomba tunakumbuka kwamba tumempoteza yule aliyekuwa mbunge wa eneo hili, Mheshimiwa Lawrence Sifuna. Kwa hivyo tusimame kwa observe 1 minute silence. Basi asanteni sana. Thank you. Nakumbuka yule alikuwa kiongozi wetu shupafu. Those who remember history. Asante sana Deputy Governor, Mheshimiwa mbunge wetu wa Kandui, wakili Makali, tuko na County Commissioner wetu Sankei na security team, tuko na speaker wetu amekuja na wabunge wengi, na nikupongeze sana. Nipongeze members of the County Assembly. I've never seen this turnout tangu nikuje. Kwa hivyo nataka niwapongeze sana. Thank you for coming to join us. Na wale mashabiki wetu wa kawaida pia nataka niwakaribishe na niwapongeze sana. Pia nichukue nafasi hii nishukuru sana choirs ambao wametuentertain hapa siku ya leo, and I want to single out the County Assembly Choir, the executive the county choir, kwamba kuna dalili mzuri. When they came, I was worried that they might cause an embarrassment, but I'm happy, including Mheshimiwa Tony Barasa. I don't know they were singing which nene tone, but thank you for being there. Now wote ambao wamekuja kutupatia entertainment, I don't take it for granted. I really want to say thank you and to thank God for this day. Allow me to stand on all the protocols and say, ladies and gentlemen, I feel extremely happy to address you today as we celebrate Kenya at 60 as a country and as a county. Fortunately, I share a birthday with this country because I'm also 60. This day is a day of joy and celebration for us as people. We come together to mark the anniversary of our independence, self-rule, self-determination, and the celebration of our becoming a republic. It is a day on which Kenya ceased to be a British colony, symbolized by the lowering of the Union Jack flag and hosting of the Kenyan national flag, giving us Africans in Kenya the power and ability to govern ourselves. That is why you and I, in the modern day democratic Kenya, have a say on what we want and how we want it done. Today, at the start of this celebration, we hoisted the national flag of Kenya on December 12, 1963. A hero by the name of Kisoi Munyao raised the Kenyan flag at midnight of Independence Day at the peak of Mount Kenya, symbolizing the transfer of power to the locals who are you and I, and marking the end of the British colonial rule in Kenya. This history is important for our current and future generations to know, understand it and carry it on. The journey to independence caused a lot of bloodshed and claimed the many lives of our freedom fighters from all parts of this country, and we should guard this freedom jealously and make Kenya a better place for those coming after us. At the onset of independence, our founding fathers set out on a journey to fight against poverty, illiteracy, and disease. The country has made significant milestones, particularly in making sure every Kenyan is able to read and write and also able to access improved healthcare services. So with the advent of devolution, after the Kenya 2010 Constitution, the services provided in education and vocational training, agriculture and livestock, trade and energy and industrialization, roads and infrastructure, health, sanitation, land housing and municipalities, among others, were transferred to the counties. These ministries are the engines in the drive to realization of economic development, increased literacy and skills development, and above all, having a healthy and a vibrant community. Ladies and gentlemen, as your governor, I'm overwhelmed by your love, I'm emboldened by your support and enthusiasm by people. That is why I forever remain grateful to you for entrusting me with the responsibility of spearheading the leadership of this country. My commitment remains to steer this county towards development and realization of the great potential that lies within us as a people. So as we celebrate this day, I'm happy to report to you, my people, the tremendous progress we have made in the key areas of our undertaking that are our mandate as a county. So agriculture is the backbone of this county. Cane farming has become the livelihood of this county for the past 3 decades until the early 2000s, when the sugar industry started having problems and our Nzoia Sugar Company was hard hit. For the last 21 months, the farmers and employees of the company have not received payment, thus impoverishing a big section of our community that are dependent on the factory operations. I would like to thank His Excellency the President for listening to the plight of the people of Bungoma regarding Nzoia Sugar Company by undertaking the following. First, for the successful write-off of more than 53 billion shillings in debts that were owed to Nzoia Sugar Company to various state agencies that had made the company technically insolvent. Secondly, for committing to support the company with the payment of arrears once a special verification exercise is completed. And I want to confirm that I've done the verification and we are now sure of the farmers and those who are supposed to be paid. I'll be presenting that report to the President next week when I meet him on Thursday. I am glad to report that the team that I commissioned from the county to carry out verification of the arrears of farmers and employees dues as at end of June 2023 completed the exercise and discussed with the management and have handed to me the report last week. So I'm making arrangements in collaboration with other leaders from the region to present to His Excellency the President the report so that it can enable him to honor his promise to the people of Bungoma County. On 9th this month, I, together with the company of the area member of parliament, Mr. Makali, the management and board directors for the company and other leaders, launched the restart of sugarcane milling in the company, and I'm hoping for better results moving forward. I encourage farmers to be patriotic and supply their cane to Nzoia Sugar Company. On 10th of this month, I also launched the livestock distribution to the women empowerment groups in 4 wards, namely Miwu Ward, 12 cows, Naitiri Kabuyefe Ward, 26 cows, Bukembe East Ward, 20 cows and 40 goats, and Milima Ward, 20 cows. This livestock distribution program is meant to empower the various women groups to rear cattle for milk production so that we can have enough milk supply to our milk coolants installed in the various parts of this country. On Operation Fuga Kuku, the procurement process of 10,000 chicken is ongoing, and once the process is completed, I will flag off the distribution of this chicken to women groups in Chwele Kabuchai Ward, Naitiri Kabuyefe Ward, and South Bukusu Ward. This program is also aimed at ensuring we have enough chicken supply for our slaughterhouse and also provide income to women of this county to be able to meet their financial needs. I call upon all other MCAs to appropriate more money towards these community socio-economic intervention programs in their wards so that we can empower our people to fend for themselves. In the new year, as a government, we endeavor to distribute fertilizer and seeds to the vulnerable farmers as it was early this year. I call upon the village administrators to ensure only the vulnerable and deserving beneficiaries are enlisted to benefit. In the event it comes to my attention that we have financially able beneficiaries on this list, the respective village administrators will take personal and administrative responsibility. I urge those who will benefit from this program not to sell their fertilizers and seeds, but to use them accordingly to ensure we fight hunger and starvation in our families. In the health sector, we have embarked on upgrading high-volume dispensaries to level 3 hospitals, commonly referred to as health centers. This will lead to having health centers in each ward across the entire county. To make sure that the new health centers have the human capacity to serve residents in the wards, my administration deployed new staff from the recently recruited cohort of 246 medical professionals to fill in the gaps that existed. We are now focusing on infrastructure improvement in all these facilities in order to be able to provide service on a higher standard. The conversion process from dispensary to health centers is undergoing final licensing by the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, and we anticipate that by February 2024, it will be complete to enable us to roll out the primary health program. My focus is on health and more so primary health care. We are mobilizing resources to equip the 300-bed facility at the PCRH, the 100-bed facility at Sirisia Sub-County, and the 60-bed facility at Bumula Sub-County, so that they can be operationalized to serve our people and help decongest Bungoma County Referral Hospital. So the overall goal is we are targeting to have high-functioning health centers in every ward and thus reduce the number of referrals to level 4 and 5 hospitals for common diseases. We are looking forward to referring specialists to the health centers instead of referring patients to the level 4 and 5 hospitals. In my administration's effort to ensure we fully digitalize the health system of this county, I am happy to note that the procurement process of the health information management system is complete, and in due course we will be rolling out the installation and operationalization of the system to secure and safeguard patients' data right from the health center, track medical and non-farm supplies, and reduce theft or misuse of healthcare supplies, and strengthen the safeguarding of our source revenue from health services across our healthy institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, centralizing government services under one roof is essential to improving efficiency and ease of coordination between one department and another in service delivery of the county government. The residents of Bungoma County stand to benefit more and find it easier to get services from interrelated departments a few meters from each other on a central building than the current status of affairs. Since the onset of devolution, the county government ministries and departments have been scattered all over town in rental properties. I had a vision of centralization of this department since 2013, and I believe the time is now. It is from that understanding that I recently launched the construction of a county office administration block that will comprise 10 storage floors at a budget of Kenya shillings 498 million, and it is expected to be completed in 3 years' time. Bungoma Town is the administrative and business capital of our county. It projects our heritage and image as a county, and that is why my administration embarked on reorganization and beautification exercise that is aimed at giving the town an image of a modern municipality on the path to becoming a city in the near future. Urban reorganization and beautification is the collective position of the county elected leadership to the county and the National Assembly and Senate. I thank the business community for their understanding during this period of temporal inconvenience due to the relocations to pave way for construction of better structured facilities. We assure those affected that they will have first priority in the stalls allocation. One such major facility is the Kandui Modern Bus Park. Last week, I launched the construction of the 200 million modern bus park at Kandui Junction that will serve as a drop-off and collection point for public service vehicles from and to Kitale Webuye, Bungoma Kimilili, Bokoli Bungoma, Eldoret Webuye, Bungoma Chwele, Mayanja Bungoma, and Malaba Kimaiti Bungoma. This project will take 2 years to complete, and it will completely decongest the central business and administrative district of traffic, as the case in many modern towns and cities. The bus park will have modern stalls for traders, and in the allocation process, like I've said, the priority will be given to the mama mbogas and traders who are displaced during the eviction process. We shall work with the sector market leadership during the process of identifying the bona fide vendors for the right of first allocation. So we have also allocated 3 million for the construction of a trailer park at Sikata to reduce congestion at Kandui. The 10 million tender for drainage of Soko Kubwa drainage is under evaluation, and I'm confident that it will be awarded soon for work to start in January. So the process to purchase an acre of land to settle Chepkube hawkers is progressing well, and I will report to you at the beginning of the year once the negotiations are completed. I ask for your continued support to enable me to transform Bungoma Town into a modern municipality for the sake of generations that are coming after us. On education, I wish to congratulate all the KCP candidates from our county whose results were released recently for recording exemplary performance. I wish to thank our teachers who sacrificed and put in a lot of effort to realize the good results. As you are all aware, as a county, we are running the county scholarship and bursary, which targets the bright but financially vulnerable children. The process of applying for the scholarships is ongoing, and I want to call upon all the ward administrators again and the village administrators to ensure that only the bright but vulnerable children benefit from the scholarship. I hereby openly and publicly sound a stern warning to all village and ward administrators who will collude with undeserving cases to award them scholarships. In such cases, if they come to my attention, I will not hesitate to take severe action possible on the culprits within the law. I urge parents and guardians to report any cases of corruption, extortion, and any of government officers who will solicit for favors in exchange of the scholarship or bursary. we must ensure the program benefits the right targeted members of our communities. On the ECD teachers, I committed to increase the numbers, and good, we ran an advert, thousands of qualified sons and daughters applied. The recruitment process is ongoing, and I assure you that my administration will look into it to ensure the slots are distributed and balanced across the 45 wards. Nikiwa hapa wacha niseme hivi kwamba kuna matapeli na wezi ambao wanapigia watu simu kusema nipatie shilingi 100 nitakusaidia kupata nafasi. Tumetangaza pia nafasi za chief officers 6. Pia matapeli wameanza kupiga simu. I want to assure you that those jobs are free. If you pay money, itaenda na utakuwa peke yako. Don't pay money to anybody for recruitment. It is free. And I want to tell you, mchana wewe ukilipa ujue yako imepotea. Yule mtu umelipa pesa will never be recruited. Because the recruitment person is not one person, it's a team. Eventually sitakuja kwangu. And I don't think you can bribe me. It's not possible. So wewe ukipeana ujue imeenda. Under the Gender, Youth and Sports Department, I'm glad to report that we are making tremendous progress towards the completion of Masinde Muliro Stadium. The contractor has started roofing the stadium, and we hope that in the fullness of time, the stadium will be complete and surrendered to the public for our young people to utilize it. On Chemoge High Altitude Training Center, we have already awarded the contract for completion of phase 1 of the project, and works will commence in January. We hope to finish that phase within the early months of next year so that our sons and daughters can start using the facility for training. Ladies and gentlemen, through the Department of Roads, we have initiated a process to construct 10 bridges in various wards of the county. The heavy rains we experienced in the past few months destroyed a lot of property, sadly caused some deaths, and made some of the public facilities like schools and health centers inaccessible. We are using special funds to make sure that accessibility to these areas is restored. We also advertised for 80 contracts for 122 roads spanning in all the 45 wards. The evaluation process will end this week, and the contractors should start work in January. In Bungoma town, we are dealing with the drainage to make sure that there is long-standing, lasting solution. We have completed the drainage of the road from Mosque Wamunyinyi House, New Nyanza up to the dual carriage to Halaba River. The dual carriage road is on course to completion, and it is scheduled to undergo the installation of correct road markings and signs to guide proper traffic flow in town and reduce accidents that have been very common. Mheshimiwa, we have already done an addendum which we are going to give to the contractor so that by January amalize kazi yake ili the national government to take over. In any case, that was not a county project, it was a national government project. So we have done what we can do to kimaliza, the national government will now take over. So in January, hiyo mambo ya drainage na nini will be addressed. So the practice has been that I also urge our road users, particularly border borders and motorists, to avoid driving on the wrong side of the dual carriage. That practice has been the main cause of avoidable accidents that have caused claimed lives. Lastly, the contract for the Salmon Namuyemba Road has been awarded and will be launching the tarmacking of that road in January 2024. That is next month. To the County Assembly, led by the Speaker, thank you so much for the great relationship that you have maintained with the Executive. The economic times are hard, and I thank the County Assembly for approving the supplementary budget to enable my government realign the expenditure items for the next few months. I sincerely thank Speaker and members of the County Assembly who are here, convey my thanks to those who are not here. I'm also delighted to mention to the public that the county government of Bungoma now has a substantive county secretary who is also the head of public service, Mr. William Nasongo, who is here. Thank you. He brings into my administration a wealth of experience in public service and management, and we have no doubt that he is best fitted to help administration move in the right direction. Mr. Nasongo, do stop at nothing in your pursuit to giving Bungoma people the best of your abilities. You have my full support, and I'm counting on you as well to support me. I thank the President, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for remembering us, the people of Bungoma. Next year's Madaraka Day will be held in Bungoma County at Masinde Muliro Stadium. Sasa ile itakuwa yetu, itakuwa Mashujaa Day. Lakini Madaraka Day, the President na Kenya mzima itakuwa hapa. And you are going to see tutamaliza stadium, mabarabara za karibu na nini. We are going, mtaona. This event will provide us with a great platform to showcase Bungoma as a county to the nation and beyond, and what investment opportunities we can offer. I am grateful to the President for bestowing upon us this honor, and I call upon the business community to prepare and elevate the service levels to be able to attend to the visitors, who will include foreign dignitaries with warm Bungoma hospitality when the time comes. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto has been talking about Kenya exporting labor to the other countries like the Middle East, Europe, and North America. The western region of Kenya and Bungoma County in particular boasts of young men and women who are highly educated and could do well given such opportunities. I would like as a county to implore our community to be on the lookout for such opportunities so that we can benefit from the foreign labor market. Foreign exchange remittances from the diaspora are the top revenue line in the country, according to Central Bank statistics. So the lion's share of this amount goes to Central and Rift Valley regions of Kenya, with our area accounting for probably less than 1% of the total remittances. We need to step up and increase our members and representation in the diaspora to fast-track development in the region. The celebration of JAMHURI Day officially marks the beginning of the December holidays season. As we celebrate, let us do so in moderation and responsibly, observe road safety, and avoid drinking and driving. Our pupils and students are at home for the holidays, and it's time for us parents to be parents. As you celebrate, please be mindful of the school fees ahead in January. The county, like I've said, if you over celebrate, you know the real meaning of endurance next month. So you must do it in moderation. The county will have minimum support through the scholarship and bursary programs, but ask the parents to also do their part as much as possible. I call upon the head teachers to continue supporting us, as has been the case in the past when we experienced delays in receiving funds from the exchequer, thus affecting our disbursement in schools. Last but not least, I am ashamed to say that many surveys have ranked Bungoma County as top in matters of gender-based violence and teenage pregnancy. This is a label that we must reverse and do so collectively. I urge our youths not to destroy your future by exposing yourselves to early pregnancies, HIV infections, or other sexually transmitted diseases. The scripture tells us that good things come to those who wait. So please be patient and you'll enjoy your long life. I'm reading this with a heavy heart because I cannot understand how one school can have 54 pupils pregnant. The question that we ask ourselves, which subjects are taught in this school? Is it only practical biology with reproduction health as the main focus, or they also teach CRE, history, and other subjects? So this one we must address. It's a tag that I'm not prepared to carry as your governor. Then gender-based violence, what are those early teenage pregnancies? The leading constituency is Kandui, Mheshimiwa, followed by Mount Elgon, followed by very interesting statistics by Webuye West. And then Webuye, zinafuata Bumula. The worst is Webuye East. But the worst does not mean that you are not doing well. You are just a dwarf among other dwarfs. So we need to get off that tag completely. But when I saw people dancing here, I understand sometimes. Bungoma has been leading in very many things. Hii Bungoma ndio iko na Yesu wa Tongareni. Hii Bungoma ndio ilikuwa na mtu wa kwanza kupanda kwa chopa, abebe kwenda nayo. Hii Bungoma ndio ilikuwa kwanza when they posted Cuban doctors to come here after 2 weeks. The Mzungu had already been married by Abukuzu. Hii Bungoma tuko na mambo mazuri pia. Hii Bungoma pia ndio tumeproduce the first cardinal called Cardinal Moses Otunga, who is becoming a saint. Hii Bungoma ndio pia imeproduce the first archbishop kutoka upande huu wa Anglican wa Bukala. Okay, hii sasa hivi Catholics tuko na Bishop Anyolo. So we are leading in many things, but let us reduce the bad ones so that we lead kwa ile mambo mazuri. This one I'll call for collective assistance. So as I conclude, nataka tu niseme machache kwamba one, niwashukuru sana for this year has been difficult. Vile mnajua uchumi kweli imekuwa ni ngumu, but if complaining alone is not enough. We need to do our best kuona kwamba hata kama county what is it we can do to improve our own economy. Mheshimiwa Makani got what I said, but when we don't baloma na angata ne muri omukakanga mu range yule anatoka kwanza atupe kamba wengine watoke na mloma na you will never come out. So we are in a hole. Let us see how we come out of that hole instead of just complaining. Lakini mpaka siasa ino ndio mimi hapo ngolo maisha kana vile bandu wakufia kimbi na wala kwa sisi wala sisi bandu watu wakuhepo. Lakini let us work. I'm confident that this is going to improve. Pia niulize watu wetu in Bungoma County, mambo ya watu kwenda kotini is number 1. Everything tunafanya inaenda kotini. I'm thanking the County Assembly for passing the Cooperative Act, which is going to improve the management of our cooperatives. Hata wale watu wamekuwa wakiiba kwa cooperatives, hata ukienda you will be followed. That is the law that has been passed by our assembly. Na nimeweka mkono, mtu ameenda kotini. Tutapambana na wewe. Because you know lawyers want money. Wale wanataka pesa, watakula pesa yako, lakini hata sisi tutasikika chini. We cannot have public participation. We cannot have everybody, the whole county assembly, and county assembly, au wote waheshimiwa ni watu wajinga, to pass something that is going to injure us. Na mimi speaker pia, not speaker, governor, sorry nilikuwa speaker. Mimi hiyo title bado iko. Mimi pia nikiwa governor na timu yangu ya executive, you can see we have doctors and professors. Sisi ni wajinga kupitisha kitu naenda kuumiza watu wetu. I want to appeal to those who like going to court that don't waste our time. It is your democratic right, but please look at the chances of success or put the interests of this county ahead of your personal interests. Mheshimiwa ameuliza mambo ya health, chairman Makari, Mheshimiwa Makari, I'm happy you just to correct kidogo, sio kwa ubaya. Blood donation inaendelea. We normally have what we call the satellite blood donation hapa katika Bungoma Referral Hospital, which they do daily. But I don't want to put up something more permanent. We need 10 million to complete the stalled building, and then we have allocated 15 million to construct a radiology unit, which will have at least a CT scan and an MRI. Hata sisi hatupendi kuona watu wetu wakienda Eldoret. In fact, siku hizi watu wamedevelop phobia kwamba ukienda Eldoret pengine hutarudi. So we want our people, hata kama ni kufa ukufie karibu hapo, because you may die, that is true, but you die near here, usiende kule mbali. So Mheshimiwa, I get your concerns, we shall work together, because hii nyinyi assembly pia tunafanya kazi pamoja to appropriate money. So pia tukuleta mtusaidie so that we are able to prioritize. Mheshimiwa Deputy Leader, unajua wewe ni kiongozi, ukisema utafanya vile ulisema, sijui itakuwa aje, because also these contracts are awarded by a committee, but we also want to urge wale ambao wamepewa kazi. Honestly, if you are given a job and you don't complete, there are people there. Wewe ukifukuza usinililie. Please do the job that you are supposed to do, because waheshimiwa, that is where I want you to do what is called oversight. Mtu akikuja tu amesema ameweka maram na unaona this is not maram, piga nduru so that we blacklist that contractor na asifanye kazi hapa, so that we get quality for our money, because there are people who are not doing anything for us. We want quality for our money. Kwa hivyo nikiendelea kumaliza, pengine this is normally the official function kwa calendar yetu. Tunaelekea sasa Christmas, and then baada ya Christmas tutaenda New Year. Nataka tu, if we don't meet, to wish all of you, the people of Bungoma, a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2024. Na muendelee kunisaidia vile mmekuwa mkishikilia na administration yetu na county assembly, so that we are able to deliver, so that in 5 years, Mungu akipenda, we can show what we would have done together. We are all joined at the hip. If county is going mbele, it's not that Lusaka will be blamed or so and so will be blamed. All of us will be blamed because we are in the same boat. Lakini so far, nataka niwashukuru. You have been very good people, na nitaendelea kusaidiana na kufanya kazi pamoja. Kwa hayo machache sasa nataka nichukue nafasi hii nimwalike County Commissioner aje naye asome hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.